with Hulk versus Thor Banner of War now over with, I feel like I can finally give my opinion on this 2022 matchup between Hulk and Grimlock. I've done this so many times on my channel, and it's a highly underrated fight. Still to this day, you don't see people talking about it. So with that being said here, now Hulk's newest form is Titan. This is the Hulk here. And the best scaling we have for it is that it was able to beat these giant gamma mutated, I think, humans that were able to basically go toe to toe and overpower the Hulk together, and Titan pretty much did his job here. But then we see the Hulk here going toe to toe with Cosmic King Thor, who had just obtained the Odin Force and was still using the power of Gaia, or basically using his earthly connections to, basically overpower the essence of Mjolnir, and has Odin inside Mjolnir at this point here. But still, it's actually stated during the comic run that this Hulk was, vastly outclassed by Thor here. Even at, even the times on Earth, Thor has actually been holding back and possibly using 1/3 of his strength against the Hulk here, and actually fights the Hulk with mercy, which is interesting. This Hulk can also use past simulations or past, events here to increase his strength here, or, basically get, these stages up here. He even has stages where he fights Thor, stages where he fights his greatest enemies, stages where he fights these demons, or, essence like Dormammu. But you have to remember that these are still simulations. Although the Hulk can call upon the past experiences of the other Hulks here, or other battles that Hulk has had in the past here, and use them to his advantage. This Hulk is also incredibly durable, still able to take attacks from Cosmic King Thor, and still being able to do well. I think he would still be able to be as powerful as some of his classic versions of himself here. So in all honesty, this Hulk was ridiculously powerful and ridiculously good at what he does here. So yeah, honestly, I think with that, I think this Hulk adding to the other Hulk list, like Savage Hulk destroying the universe, or being able to draw blood from Hyperion 13034, is still a good, match for Grimlock here. And this Hulk seems to fight a lot better than some of his previous versions. I would even say similar to World War Hulk, okay, when he was on Sakaar, still being able to use skill here, or Professor Hulk, who learned from Iron Fist that he was able to, use martial arts here. This is still the same Hulk that's able to clash and destroy universes, along with, multiple forms here of, just him being able to nearly destroy the Dark Dimension, his World Breaker state, being able to overpower and harm Nebulon, who was powered by Silver Surfer, even being able to one-shot a Namor and Silver Surfer infused Namor. That's what I meant to say here. But still, Hulk is able to harm Nebulon despite this power. He's able to flex on Jane Foster Thor, someone who's been able to brawl and badly maul Mangog and Hercules, the casual litter of the heavens. His power level is even just so ridiculous here that's able to overpower Rogue. And then you have the sheer fact that he's still able to flex off Jane Foster Thor and Hercules, despite the fact that both of them are holding him. This Hulk is actually pretty good at hand-to-hand combat. Is still, Hulk is actually pretty good, being able to take attacks from some characters like Weapon H, even being able to fight on par with characters like this. Grimlock, as his King Grimlock run, has been vastly upgraded and more powerful, being able to take down and overpower the likes of Soltron, even taking on the Golden Wizard, who had Soltron's power, with Soltron being confirmed to have cosmic levels of power. Pretty much a star tier, maybe even higher, but his stats actually put him in the infinite ranges, meaning he's possibly on the levels of characters like the Fallen, Prima, etc. Being able to have infinite stats, it's really just amazing that Grimlock not only beat this dude, but beat him on his own turf, being able to astral project and pretty much able to just straight up beat him in general should be impressive here. Grimlock in other forms in other comics has also been able to one-shot avatars of Primus, even an evil one that was trying to destroy the universe. Avatars of Primus are exact equals, if not slightly inferior to Unicron, due to the fact that Unicron is actually much more chaotic and actually feeds on chaos, which is something that also always, pretty much just always there in general. So you have the fact that Grimlock is able to one-shot an avatar that's equal to that, and avatars of Unicron have been able to eat the entire universe, and I mean everything, to the point where the universe is white and blank. Yeah. So also the fact that during the Transformers run, Grimlock actually showed he was just far too capable of himself. During the Volcanicus run, he was far too capable, being able to literally subdue Optimus Prime and actually hold him at sword point, being able to defeat a prepared Shockwave, being able to, get his intelligence back from when he was actually really intelligent, to the point where he made the Technobots, which are loyal to him, and the Technobots gave him his intelligence back to the point where he could one-shot Skylinks, who's capable of going toe-to-toe with combiners. Even the likes of Predaking, that Skylinks was able to beat easily, and Predaking was able to stalemate the Fallen. Grimlock was even able to one-shot Predaking himself, even by acquiring the Combiner Core, which greatly boosted his power and greatly upped his stats in general. He was able to one-shot Predaking like it was nothing, and was still able to combat an avatar of Primus. He also possesses the Magma or the Amalgamous Blade now, which is able to absorb energy and is actually able to use that energy to one-shot an avatar of Primus. Again, these avatar of Primuses, as I'm going to probably say multiple times here, are just simply and majorly vastly above the likes of, a lot of Transformers, including the likes of, let's see here, Nova Prime, who had controlled the dead universe, or I should say the dead multiverse in sense, because it had the power to, connect to all realities, and Nova Prime was drawing from that. This would even put Grimlock possibly on par, if not slightly greater than the Matrix of Leadership, due to the fact that the Matrix of Leadership is still in essence of Primus itself. It's probably the most pure form of Primus, which is still able to one-shot avatars of Unicron. So again, that's what we have here. Now, in terms of combat speed, these two are very relative. Hulk has been able to react to Hyperion and Gladiator, while Grimlock has been able to react to Predacons, which are confirmed to be equal to Megatron in terms of speed here, even in the Transformers Primeverse. And Megatron was capable of moving at light speeds, as he's capable of flying through space. And Cybertron really doesn't have an atmospheric era, or more of an atmosphere like we have, or a gravitational sphere like we have. So this means Seekers are able to fly in and out of space like it's nothing, and they do this casually. So him being able to react to Seekers and aerial bots, which are at least equal in terms of speed here, this would definitely put him at faster than light to, relatively many times faster than light combat speed, and considering the fact that Seekers can fly through black holes as well. Now, the reason I always gave it to Grimlock is going to be the same reason I give it to him here. He's better at fighting than the Hulk is. Yes, Hulk has matched Thor, has been able to go toe-to-toe with Hercules, and he could probably draw upon the past experiences, even with the likes of Red Hulk here, who's skilled, but probably not as, but definitely, definitely is not as skilled as characters like Hercules and Red Hulk here. So, Hercules and Thor, my apologies. So with that sheer fact here, Grimlock is also much more experienced than Thor and Hercules, being around since the Jurassic era, I believe. So putting that together here, he's honestly just showing that he's obviously just, beating the Hulk here. You might say, oh, Hulk is stronger. He gets stronger the madder he gets. Grimlock also has that hack as well. As a fallen Cybertron, he's able to get stronger. The angrier he gets, the stronger he gets as well. So again, giving that hack to someone who's more skilled, was much more control of his anger than the Hulk does. Let's say if Hulk goes World Breaker as well here, I do think that Grimlock will use the Amalgamous Blade and simply absorb that energy off of the Hulk here, and pretty much use it to amp the sword's levels of energy, and pretty much use it to cut him up over and over again, or pretty much blasting the energy right back, or putting it in his combiner core to make him much stronger, as the energy absorption is connected to the combiner core that's within Grimlock. So with that being said here, you guys, I do believe these two are relative towards each other. But again, Grimlock is just the far better fighter when it comes down to it. Hulk can take the edge in durability and the healing factor. But again, that skill is going to wear and tear at the Hulk to the point where, well, he's going to get... he's going to pretty much get knocked out eventually just due to sheer skill here. Now, you might say, well, Hercules and Thor and Red Hulk, but Red Hulk doesn't get stronger and actually has less fatigue. Has actually higher fatigue toxins than the Hulk here. Hercules pretty much uses skill to overcome Hulk's, ever increasing strength all the time. So there's no reason to say that Grimlock can't do it here. Plus, he just simply has the weapons edge over Hulk as well. So at the end of the day, I'm still going to give it to Grimlock here. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.